Coach Red here, coming to you to talk about your aging parent. It's never easy having children that you have to take care of and or having parents you have to take care of. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. My parents, thank goodness, are pretty self-sufficient, but they're getting up there in age. And it's something that I think about all the time. I'm blessed enough to have my brothers near my father who live in a different state from me. And he's 86 years old. When he needs something, I can always call my brothers, or my brothers are really on top of it over there in the other state. Down here where I live in South Florida, I live near my mom. And I worry about her a lot. She's self-sufficient. She still has a job. She works. She's busy. But during COVID, they were a big concern of mine. I want to make sure that they're safe and not exposed to any illnesses. They have pre-existing conditions. They're at risk because they're older. So I worry. I know if my mom is watching this, she's probably yelling at it, "Stop worrying about me, I'm an adult." How many of you out there have parents who say, "Stop fussing over me, I'm an adult, I can take care of myself"? Of course they can take care of themselves, but they're getting more and more vulnerable as they age just because of the nature of aging. I'm lucky that my brothers live near my father and I live near my mother. So if anything ever happened or anything ever, even if nothing happened, what if they were just tired and didn't want to go grocery shopping and needed food? We are there close by to be able to take care of them. Not everybody has this benefit. Some of you may have parents who have flown down to South Florida for the winter and they're going to be here a few months and you don't know how they're going to do when they're down here. Yeah, there's some closures, some restrictions. Florida is in phase 3. So as far as I can tell, most things are open. There's limitations in risk places like hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living facilities. Places like that have some limitations. Other places such as physical therapy clinics, where I'm most familiar with, they're open and they're taking patients in and they're cleaning, they're checking temperatures before you walk in the door. They're being very safe and using safe practices. How do you know if your parent is safe? Maybe your parent lives here full time. How do you know if they're safe? Sometimes with lockdown, some people have had like a switch in their brain. They have hardly seen any people for months and months and months. Maybe they have asthma, COPD, heart disease, something that puts them at higher risk for a disease like COVID to really do damage to them. If in fact they have this, sometimes something switches in the brain and they don't know day and night. They get confused. It could trigger symptoms that are similar to dementia that maybe they never triggered before. It could speed up certain disease processes, and you're not here to see it. I know that if I were in another place where I didn't have my brother's eyes on my father or my eyes on my mother, I'd be kind of nervous. I have a background in physical therapy, so I have a lot of experience with the medical industry and I'm familiar with the words and the language that medical people use. If you need eyes on the street, so to speak, and you need somebody to just look in, check in with your parent, and they're down here in South Florida, I'm doing that. I have had some clients who have had some concerns about their parents, and they've been trying to wrap their head around it, making phone calls to the parents, calling doctors, not sure what they're supposed to do next, not sure of how to get services in the patient's home. How does their parent get physical therapy coming to the house, nurses coming to the house? Even if there's nothing precluding them from going to an office. Maybe they're just at high risk, so they're not doing that. There's so many different reasons why you would want services coming to the house of your parent. I have a lot of connections, and I'm aware of doctors and hospitals and physical therapy agencies that come into the house, caregiving agencies that come into the house, people that will help the parent clean up their home, get rid of some of the clutter, being sensitive to their mental health, and not just willy-nilly throwing everything out, Marie Kondo, commando like. Like being very sensitive to them and knowing that these items and these things hold memories, or maybe the parent isn't sure that they could throw something out after a number of years or after a period of time. I remember going into someone's home and they had drawers and drawers and drawers of explanation of benefits from Medicare. Now, once that bill has been paid and reconciled with the doctor bill, you don't need to keep that. To my knowledge, there is no rule that says you have to keep that for 7 years or that sort of thing. You can always get those records from Medicare. But once it's been reconciled, there's no reason to keep all those explanation of benefits. And there are people out there who know that and are sensitive to that and are willing to go in and help your parent. And sometimes it's as simple as getting a caregiver in there who's going to help them do their shopping. You may be able to do their shopping remotely, and then what? There may be a stop or a limit to some degree as to what you can see and what you can't see from far. I, as Coach Red, am here to help you, just like I help my parents. So if you are curious about what's going on with your parent down here in South Florida, give me a call. I have all my information. Once this video goes off, you will see all my information on how to reach me, how to subscribe to my newsletter, how to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so if you are a child of a parent and you're looking for eyes on the street down here in South Florida, I can be that person for you and I can help you. Just reach out to me. I'll give you a free consultation and we can talk about what your needs are and how I can help you bring peace to your family. Have a great day.